And here's the next fight on the main card. It's Dustin Jacoby, 29-1 against Bruno Lopes. He's 14-1. Bruno Lopes is 14-1. I will say it again. He's only lost once. But let's talk about it. Bruno Lopes, this is our second time seeing him this year. Okay? This is a young man who fought back in January. He beat an undefeated Magomed, and he just outworked him. Put him up against the cage and outworked him. Now, in my results show video, finally went back and watched one. I went and I saw it, and I was really lecturing MVPs out there because we had a lock that Bruno Lopes was going to lose. And he didn't lose. He won, and he did it in a very Neil Magny type way. You're going to put you up against the cage, kind of brawl, and win by points. There's really no threat for knockouts or anything like this. Remember, Bruno Lopes was a minus 800 favorite. He was a minus something 800 favorite against Brenson Ribeiro on the Contender Series. And then he got knocked out in the first round. Maybe you can say it was a lucky knockout, and that's the only chance he ever has. Ribeiro's obviously not a great fighter. But when I see Bruno Lopes in the cage, I don't think he's a great fighter. He goes back to the regional scene. He wins by submission, an arm triangle. Then he wins at Dana White Contender Series. He comes back and he wins by knockout. And then he beats Magomed, which is pretty impressive. But I thought they were sending him out there to the sacrificial wolves, sacrificial lamb to the wolves, excuse me. And he proved everybody wrong, and he won. And he kind of wins by knockout or submission. He just gets it done. If he's going to win, very rarely is it going to the judges' scorecards. He went up to the judges' scorecards with Magomed, but chances are he's going to win. Now, he's a big underdog. He's always an underdog. Vegas doesn't like him. Vegas is going to make him the underdog, and he's fighting Dustin Jacoby, an experienced fighter. A guy's been fighting for a very long time, 37 years old. Remember, Bruno Lopes, 32. Dustin Jacoby, 37. So this is an older guy. And when you look at him, a former kickboxer, big guy, big for the division. They say 6'3", 205, but anybody else anywhere near his numbers, he's just bigger than them in the cage, just so you're clear. And the word is, he was losing a bunch of fights, and everybody's like, well, he's got no chin. He's got no chin. Dustin Jacoby is fighting ass kickers, bro. You say he has no chin. Dominic Reyes is knocking everybody out right now. Dominic Reyes, resurgence, knocking people out. Alonzo Menefield, he loses by decision. Does he get clipped in that fight? Sure. Kennedy. Azmat, who's still undefeated, I believe, right? Azmat's on a tear. Azmat's undefeated. 10 knockouts. This is who he's losing to, and he's taking them to decision. Khalil Roundtree just fought for the belt and looked decent, right? And they're going to decision. So don't tell me he doesn't have a chin. He's fighting the best fighters in the world. He's fighting the best 205 fighters in the world. And yes, he lost to them, but he went to decision with many of them. They went the distance. And if he fights anybody not in that upper tier, he'll put you down. He'll take you out. And if you give him space, it'll be really bad. Now, every round starts at space, but this isn't the octagon. I understand if you think Bruno Lopes is going to go up there and fight against the cage and put him up against in a clinch somewhere, and we're going to be pummeling up against cage. It'll be ugly and boring and all that. But Dustin Jacoby is a straight up a thumper. He hits hard, and if he hits your knockout button, you're going to sleep. I've watched Bruno Lopes go to sleep, bro, against the ape, right? I don't like Bruno Lopes' ability to fight. He somehow finds a way to win. But if I tell you that all of these guys are absolute trash that he has fought, everybody he's fought, the only person of any ability whatsoever is Magomed, and he showed up with no cardio. And Bruno didn't put him out. Bruno didn't finish him. Bruno's not walking through people and finishing them when they're of this caliber. This is the upper echelon of the UFC caliber. Look at all these opponents there. This is main card caliber, not early prelim shit. And he's been doing this for a really long time. So, yes, he's probably on the downslope of his career. He's not quite as good as he used to be and all this stuff. But Bruno Lopes, I can't do it, man. I'll take Dustin Jacoby. And look, if I'm wrong, minus 200 lose all the time in the UFC. This is not football. This is not basketball. Minus 200s lose all the time in the UFC. So all those people out there who don't understand that, you need to understand it. So no, this is not a lock by any means, but I just think Dustin Jacoby's a different echelon. I think this is a power 4 team. Dustin Jacoby's Iowa State. He's Iowa, for crying out loud. And Bruno Lopes has a good record in East South Alabama. You got K-State over here and Dustin Jacoby, and you've got Louisiana Lafayette. You've got a MAC team and Bruno Lopes. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's not in this upper echelon where these guys are. Hence the odds. Give me not go the distance. That means Dustin Jacoby by knockout. Now, I think he's going to clip this kid and knock him out, Bruno Lopes. But remember, when I say not go the distance, that means Bruno Lopes can win as well and it not go the distance. Maybe Bruno Lopes catches him on the chin. So you can double whammy it. Just remember this. When I tell you guys it's a prop and I make it black, not go the distance, I don't care what the payout odds are. Whenever I do these methods, the payout odds are irrelevant to me. What I am doing is I have a tendency or a trend analysis. If I make it black and a prop, I'm going to get that right 58% of the time. The money line, I'm getting that right 67.5% of the time. Don't care what the odds are. If I make it black, I'm getting it right 67% of the time. That means bet those straight across 3 times. You're going to get 3 of these 4 right. You see these 4? 3 of the 4 will be right. That's what the odds tell me. 3 out of 4. You put a unit on each one of these straight across. But Rico, they're minus 275, minus 250, minus 10. Just listen to me. This is how you stay positive. This is how you stay profitable all season long. So I like Dustin Jacoby. It is what it is. I would probably take him in this particular regard. Yeah, I would. Bruno Lopes, prepare for your second loss. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows. Good luck, MVPs.